So you have finally decided that you are going to file bankruptcy. Now, you have to figure out which one is it that you want to file. Or maybe you're just still trying to make a decision. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you both about Chapter 7 and Chapter 13, the pros and cons of both, which one might be best for you, and also just give you the basics of each one. So keep on watching. Hi there, thanks for joining me at the Financial Spotlight. I'm Chantel and I'm here to give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money better. And today we're talking about Chapter 7 versus Chapter 13. Which one will be best for you, the pros and cons of each, and also just the basics about each one. So let me go on and tell you a little bit about Chapter 7. So Chapter 7 basically gets rid of or discharges your personal loans, credit cards, medical bills, and then Chapter 13 helps you catch up on secured debt like mortgages and car loans, and it also helps discharge the unsecured debt. Okay, so let's get right into it, you guys. With Chapter 7, some of the basics are that you can remove things from your credit. You have no legal obligation to pay back unsecured debts such as credit cards and personal loans. Now, there are pros and cons to filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. First, let's go through the pros. One of the main pros is that it's cheaper to file. So it's not as expensive and you're not going to be paying out as much out of your pocket. Also, now student loans are able to be discharged. Now, back when I filed my Chapter 7, they weren't able to be discharged, but now they are. So you need to talk to your lawyer or whoever is going to do your bankruptcy for you to make sure if you have student loans and they haven't been discharged already, get those taken care of as soon as possible and put those inside of your bankruptcy. Also, it helps stops collections immediately. So what I mean by that is, all those people calling you and calling you and calling you to collect money from you, that has to stop immediately. Cease and desist. They cannot keep calling you in reference to anything that you owe from the past if you file the Chapter 7 bankruptcy. And you are able to keep certain property like your vehicle that you drive to work every day or other assets that are under a certain amount that is, under the court, so that you will be able to keep those things and you won't have to put them in the bankruptcy. Now let's go through the cons of filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. First of all, it stays on your credit for up to 10 years. 10 years. That's not to say that you can't get credit cards or you can't buy a vehicle once your debt is discharged, or that you can't purchase a home. However, it still stays on your credit for 10 years. So people see, they did a bankruptcy, and they are able to decide whether they want to give you credit or not based on that information. The next thing is that it does not get rid of bills that you may owe to child support, spousal support. It does not discharge some unpaid taxes, but again, you would need to contact your lawyer that's going to do your bankruptcy or read up on your area to see if you can put certain taxes in the Chapter 7 discharge. And then the final thing is that it doesn't protect co-signers. So say you bought a car and your mom co-signed for you on that vehicle. Well, you can put your vehicle in your bankruptcy, but your mom is still going to be responsible for that debt. So just think about that when you are filing bankruptcy, if this is going to be beneficial for you or not. Now, what Chapter 7 or who Chapter 7 is best for are for people that have lower income. Maybe they're not able to pay off their debts or make certain payments or whatever the case may be. You have unsecured debt that is going above and beyond a certain amount that you are just not able to keep up with. And then you have property that you would like to be exempt in the Chapter 7 bankruptcy, such as a vehicle or other assets that are under a certain amount for you to file. So if this is the case for you, Chapter 7 might be the best choice for you. All right, so now we've talked about Chapter 7. Let's get into Chapter 13. Now, I have never filed a Chapter 13, so let me just tell you that right now. So please do more research for yourself, but I'm just giving you some basics and some information that you can take and learn from it. So the first thing about a Chapter 13 is the basic of it is that it's a reorganization bankruptcy where you keep your property and pay creditors based on what you can afford over a 3 to 5 year period. So some of the pros of having or doing a Chapter 13 would be saving your house from foreclosure. It can be voluntarily dismissed, and it can be changed to a Chapter 7 bankruptcy at any time. Now, some of the cons of filing a Chapter 13 is that it stays on your credit for up to 7 years. You will have to pay back 100% of your debt. So in that repayment time frame, 3 to 5 years, you're actually paying your debt back that you owed, which could be a good thing, but that's up to you. And also, if you want to get a savings account, you have to contact your attorney to let them know that you are doing that. So that's kind of a downfall of getting Chapter 13, because why do I have to tell someone else that I am opening a savings account? That's because if you have money to put into a savings account, they believe that you also have money to pay your debt back. So maybe you should pay your debt back first before putting money into a savings account. That's how they're looking at it. So, who is Chapter 13 best for? It's best for a person that has a great job, good money coming in, a steady income, but you might not be able to pay off all of your debt all at one time. That's why you're reorganizing your debt by doing the Chapter 13 and setting up a payment plan over the 3 to 5 years. So this might be the best choice for you if that is your situation. So let me know, have you decided to file bankrupt? And if so, which one do you think is going to be working best for you? Chapter 7 or Chapter 13? Put that in the comments. And also, if you have any questions, concerns, or you just really didn't even understand half of what I was talking about and you need to know more information, make sure that you put that in the comments as well. Also, look down in the description box. I have my email address in there. It's contact@thefinancialspotlight.com. You can always email me and ask me any questions that you might have. I will respond and I will give you the information that I research and find for you. So I hope this information has helped you. Thank you so much for watching the Financial Spotlight, and you have a great one. Bye.